This is TWiT.
Who should I start the call?
Let's go to Trevor in Cleburne, Texas.
All right. Hello, Trevor. Thank you, Kim. Leo Laporte, the
sir.
tech guy. Welcome.
Leo, two things. First of all, I called you back in December. I was looking for a 17-inch quiet laptop. You recommended the LG Gram. You were right on the mark. Thank you. It's been
Nice.
quiet since I purchased it.
Quiet and thin.
Yes, sir. So the reason I'm calling today is I'm a third-grade teacher south of Fort Worth. My principal is looking into live video announcements. And so
Wow, we've come a long way from the speaker in every classroom and the principal getting on. No, I want to tell everybody.
So currently that's exactly it's over the intercom.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
So I was doing some research.
So she wants to have a screen in every room, or how does she want to do it?
Well, so my school was built in 2007. They all came with projectors installed in the ceiling.
Nice. Very nice.
And so, we can, what I was looking at was using open broadcast software with YouTube to stream an announcement. So I was looking at different video equipment. I'm familiar with, the Sony cameras around $900, but I was looking for something cheaper, like maybe the Zoom Q8 and 4K.
And then you'll hook it up to a computer and then have the computer stream it?
Yeah, and then, so we have zero equipment. So I need to get the cameras, tripod, green screen.
You said cameras. Does she want? I'm saying she. Is it a she? Is the principal a her or a him?
Yeah, it's Miss Landeros.
Ms. Landeros. Hi, Ms. Landeros. Do they want a 2-camera shoot? Do they want do you think they'll have more than one camera or just one camera?
Well, the thing, minimum of 2. One would be for her, and then another camera would be for the students.
The students, so she can see the students, or
no? So the students could be doing the Pledge of Allegiance in one part of the room.
I get it.
Do some of the announcements.
So
in the other
now,
part of the room.
As soon as you have more than one camera, it gets more complicated because obviously you have to have a switcher.
Right.
There is a switcher. I mean, I know your budget's tight. I'll mention this. There's a switcher from Blackmagic Design, blackmagicdesign.com, called the Atem Mini Pro, which streams direct. It's a switcher that streams direct. You could hook up to 4 cameras. They could be any camera that supports HDMI. So, you can get cheap. Honestly, I would get cheap consumer camcorders. Nobody's buying camcorders anymore, so they're cheap. A couple $100. Then you could have up to 4 of them. Somebody would have to sit there and switch it. It also has audio, and it will stream. So you don't need a computer then. The whole thing does itself. Unfortunately, this, it's about $500 for the Mini Pro. And then maybe $200 for each camera. So you're still under $1,000 total plus tax.
Yeah, I was concerned about audio quality, so that's why I was looking at Zoom.
Atem solves this because you can have lavalier mics, which you're gonna want a lavalier for the principal, and you're gonna want a wider angle mic that's just aimed at the students, so they can pick up the students. They're gonna be separately mic'd. But that's the beauty of the Atem Mini. It has a mixer built into it. So I'm thinking that's what you should probably look at. The Zooms, you're going to have different audio from each Zoom. Plus, how do you switch cameras? So it's a little tricky.
Are you familiar with the open broadcast software?
Yeah. I mean, you could do a lot of this in software, but you'd have to be able to take multiple USB inputs, and then you'd have to mix it, and that's actually harder, believe it or not. As long as the software can handle multiple audio and video streams and then mix them down, you could do that.
This Blackmagic you're recommending, how does it connect? I'm not familiar with it at all. How does it connect to the YouTube stream or the internet?
Just with an Ethernet jack or Wi-Fi. I think it can do Wi-Fi as well. So it's kind of a cool idea because it becomes that computer, and it's designed to be a switcher. You can do like they do in you see in the control room on the football games. And actually, it would be a great choice if you did school sports, and it has some real growth potential. And the nice thing about having HDMI in is you can use any variety of camera sources, and you can use their individual audio too. Come to think of it, So I think that's
All right.
probably the way I would at least look at that. You could do it in software, but it's always better to do it in hardware. That was the advice I was given when I first started streaming our video. Hardware, do hardware, don't do software. Blackmagicdesign.com. It's called the Atem Mini Pro. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. Yeah, and you could control it with an iPad or another computer as well, which is kind of nice. Probably you would have to do that to set up the stream. These will stream to, gosh, YouTube, Facebook, pretty much anything. There's software that can run an iPad or a computer that can control it, but you also have physical hardware buttons on there. You can have, it's got a lot of advanced features too, like the ability to do transitions, chroma keys. You can have green screens. If it's the first step in building a mini production studio, which is kind of cool. So anyway, at $500, it's not cheap, but on the other hand, given what it does, it's incredibly cheap. It's surprisingly cheap.
Yes, sir. The technology's come a long way.
It sure has. Yeah.
The 80s and all that.
If they'd had this when I was just starting out, we might have gone this way instead of with the TriCasters. But this is TriCaster gives us more capabilities, but are a lot more expensive. I think you want the Atem Mini Pro 5. It records as well, which is nice. So you can stream it, but you can also record it. If you get a really good Pledge of Allegiance, you can play it back next time. That kind of thing.
Well, thank you for the advice, sir.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you.